right. You're broadcasting, right? We're live again. Just a minute and we will start. Okay, good afternoon. Good afternoon from here. I believe it's afternoon in Nigeria also. I'm waiting for my co-host to join. I don't know why she is not online here at the moment. She should have been here. Okay. Can I have... She's not here. Where are you? Chagozim, can you join me here, please? Oh, okay. I have been wondering what's going on.
I've been here all this while waiting for you, like looking for you.
I've been here trying to find you, but I don't know. Okay, you're welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're welcome. And welcome everyone to yet another interesting edition of our inspired online program. This will be coming on every Saturday. We want to encourage ourselves. We want to remind ourselves of the aspect of life we may not be aware of, or we are aware of, or may have forgotten. We just want to sharpen ourselves. We just want to remind ourselves of the things proper way of becoming better human here on earth. And today we'll be talking about child raising. I don't know how to put it, but the topic is raising a wholesome child. And we have a guest speaker who is also a coach as far as that topic that has to do with raising up of a child is concerned. She's good. We looked and looked deep to find this lady. She'll be joining us shortly to give us what she has in stock for us. Her name is Favor Uchenna. Yeah, Favor Uchenna. She'll be joining us. I met this lady while I was in Futo during my master's degree program. So that was when I met her. And after the program, we lost contact. You know, we. Oh, my co-host, please tell the audience once again. They know
You,
you.
you
They
you
talk
can
about
go
you.
you can go ahead and do your introduction. I'm here with you. All right. I was trying to
Okay.
share the life.
So we met during our. I don't know if I should bring her up. If she can be here. Favor, if you are here, please just send a message at the comment section so that I can bring you up from there. I sent Ivy to you. I don't know if you got it. Please, you can come up here now if you are there. I talked with her a few minutes ago. All right,
Okay.
so that was where I met her, and after the program, we go on to develop ourselves in various areas, and she went into this area, and she's doing wonderfully well. You need to visit her wall to see the. I think today she she went on a program. I believe she just came back. She went on I think radio FM, and where she talked something that has to do with kids and raising a child and
Oh,
stuff like that. Yeah, so she will tell us more when she comes online. Favor, please, where you are, please come up online and let's take up from there. Okay, our princess, please, the floor is yours.
hello guys. Hello guys. You guys already know me. That's your one and only princess. Please follow my partner, Professor Obin Nobi. We just click on follow button, help us share the live, and join us. You can actually support us with whatever you have with stars by tapping on the screen. Please, we want this program to go viral because we want to touch lives. We want to educate people in so many areas. All right, um, not only in one particular side of living, but we want to touch varieties of things that is stopping society, humans, not to move forward.
Yeah, Favor
There is
is
a lot
here.
of things that is coming on in our
Yeah,
society that
I think she
we all
joined us.
need to understand, like growing up, building our kids, growing up independent kids, not dependent kids. That's what we're talking about today. So please, 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 I'm seeing your beautiful sister, Princess Chagozim or Parani Obioha. Please share the live, tap on the screen. Thank you. Continue, my
All right,
host.
Favor just joined us now. Mrs. Favor, you're welcome.
Hi, Mrs. Favor. I think she's trying to join.
Yeah, but she's here. I can see her, but I can't see her face. Yeah, she's here.
Oh, there she goes. Hello, beautiful.
Good afternoon and good evening.
Good
Sorry.
morning.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
is
morning.
it?
It's
Is
morning
it?
where she is.
Are
Yes,
you
it's
serious?
morning.
Yeah,
It's morning
Wow.
from United States.
Oh,
and it is
Thank
evening.
okay.
you.
And it is evening here, while it is
Okay.
afternoon there.
Yeah, this is evening. This is just 15 past 3 p.m.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Please introduce yourself to our audience today.
All right. Good afternoon. This is Mrs. Favor Uchendu, and I do many things, so I don't know which one you want me to introduce.
Just say,
Anyone that we just want to
just
know
put out
what you
yourself. Put
do, where you
yourself
come
out there.
from, if you're married, or
Oh,
not, if you're
okay.
still single,
All
where you from,
right.
the part of Nigeria you come from, whether north, east, west, anywhere. So just tell us about yourself, a little bit about yourself, that you want the
Okay. All
public
right.
to know.
Okay. Exactly. Okay. So this is Mrs. Favor Uchendo. I am from Nigeria. Okay. I am married with 4 kids.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
And I am an entrepreneurship. I am an entrepreneur, and also I am a coach, like parenting coach and children coach and teen coach. So these are things I do for now. I'm also an author of 4 books. My
Wow.
first book was yes
Wow.
was A to Z Bible alphabet for children and biblical affirmation for children for kids. The latest
Mm.
one, and that was the one I published last September, was the 10 ministerial role in parenting. And another one is coming out now. That is prayer for children anyway. So it's coming out next week.
Wow. I think I have my kind. I see Obi, I think this time I have my kind here. Like when I said my kind, we are women that represent the altar. When we go on our knees, things begins to
Yeah,
change. I think
you
I
are
like that.
right.
I like that. This my
You are
kind is
right.
here right now.
As
Yeah,
the as the
Thank,
last
as
week was
the
your
man when they
kind.
go
I didn't say
outside there.
much, but here is my own kind.
thank
So
you
the
so
floor
much.
is for us.
Yeah,
All
thank
right.
you
Okay,
so much.
Favor. Straight to why we are here today. Raising a wholesome child. The floor is yours. Introduce the topic. Just give it the highlights while we pose you with the questions as you elaborate on them.
Okay, this is parenting we are talking about. And let me always start with this my quotes about parenting. That parenting is a ministry. So it's not something that you leave it for anybody. As far as you are a parent and you've been called into the ministry of parenting, I want you to know that parenting is a ministry. And if you want to actually go into it, then you have to consider the time we are. It's very, very important. Our time is not the same with time. This is we call this generation of Z, Gen Z.
Yeah.
So there are a lot of things that have really changed. Like, yeah, it's not actually that the parenting has changed, but the method and the style, somehow, there is a kind of adjustment that we've seen, we've experienced, and in short, we are still experiencing it. So today we'll be talking about how to raise a wholesome child. And when we talk about the wholesome child in time like this, then that word wholesome is just training a child that is mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually balanced and healthy. So let's just, because I know that the other questions that will come, we are going to be raising some things we need to know about those things I just mentioned now. But when you talk about raising a child that is balanced, you just need to consider everything that made up that child, not just, oh, my child is very handsome, I am giving those child everything. No, it's far beyond that. In essence, that you have to consider the physical aspect of the child, the mental aspect, the emotional aspect, then the spiritual aspect. You get that?
Yes. Yes.
So, and the social aspect too, and the social aspect, in a way that the child is skillfully balanced and healthy. So that is it.
Okay. All right. All right. I think you mentioned a couple of things here which I jotted down. Okay, we'll be taking them one after the other, so you
Okay.
expatiate them. Okay, we'll talk about physical. You talked about physical health. Um,
Yeah.
what are some important habits to instill in a child to promote his or her physical health and maintain a balanced diet as regards to raising a wholesome child?
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Now, when we talk about the physical aspect of raising a child, there are a lot of things. There are some tools, there are some components we have to consider here. One, that you've mentioned the balanced diet, that's good. Then we also have the aspect of sleeping, then let me now take them one after the other. For everything you want your child to be, you must be a role model to that. So if you really want to raise a child that is physically balanced, a child that understands that, oh, I can't eat everything, and that a child that's actually intelligent of who he or she is, then you have to consider the kind of fruits the child eats. We are in a generation where we have a lot of carbonated drinks, a lot of canned foods out there, and these are the things that are fast for us,
Yeah,
especially.
yeah,
These are the things that
exactly.
are very fast for us to get. So now, if you want to raise a wholesome child, how will you please bring yourself out of that crowd of, oh, this is fast, let's just do it fast, fast. Then you have to model it. You have to, first of all, have discussion about it. You have to also practice it. Like when you are giving your child food, how many times in a week do you instill fruits, vegetables? How do you set structures for rest and sleep? As far as children are concerned, especially when they are growing, there is this thing about their brains that if you stress children so much that their brains are being stretched, one, it will affect their growth. And you sometimes you see a child of 7, 8, you'll be thinking that this child is just 4 years. And sometimes we just equate it that, oh, maybe it's gene. But then the kind of stress that children are passing through these days is too much. Let me take, for instance, back here in Nigeria, children will just go to school from 6 and they will still be there till 4, 5. And so some of us parents, these children will still come back from school. It doesn't occur to you that this child needs to rest. We will start homework, you will start a lot of things before you know it, this child is tired. So we have to, as in, first of all, be role model to all these things, then involve them in the planning, meal planning. Some children doesn't know
Yeah,
like if you come to my house now, we have like the plan, even though sometimes we used to skip some things, but you know that, oh, on Monday this is what we're eating, on Tuesday. So sometimes anytime I want to place mark, they will still remind me that, mommy, this is not what you're supposed to eat. So you for me, this is not, as in, sometimes I just have to explain to them. I will just give excuse as they like, oh, I'm sorry, yes, you're supposed to eat beans today, but see, oh, as it stands now, there is no beans. I didn't cook, and I don't have strength. They will understand, but they need to understand that, as in the what is even balanced diet. Sometimes they were taught all these things in school, but
in
coming to
school.
the
Yeah.
house, but coming to the house, they're not practicing it. So that aspect of their life, how are you? What is the proportion of water that these kids take every day? Is all these things matter, because sometimes we spend money to buy cream, body cream. Oh, this one is not working. What is the latest one? But these things are not the problem. If you really want your
Yeah.
child, yes, if you really want to pay attention to the health of your child, please look at the kind of meal you provide for them, like in a week. Consider how many times you give them fruits, how many times do you give them vegetables, like protein and grains, all those things.
Mhm.
I make some brown. Some brown is full of grains. So I am sometimes some things I even produce are because of the inspiration I have for these kids. Because I don't want my kids to be eating anyhow.
Yeah,
And when
exactly.
you look at them, they are healthy, and that is exactly what I plan to see in them. So physical aspect of growth affects every other thing we are going to see here. That is why I think that is why it should be the first thing. Because when your child is not physically balanced, it will affect his mental, his appetite, his spiritual, every other thing you want to see. When a child is sick, what will you be talking about? The mental state or the
Yeah,
emotional state? The child
exactly.
is down
Exactly.
and the child is down. So let me stop there
Exactly.
for now.
All right, Princess, please. Do you have a question for her? We should have a couple of questions, at
Are you
least about
serious?
six. Yeah, we can hear you. You're
We
not you're
can
not
hear you.
audible. We can't hear you still. All right. While she sorts that out, I think I have another question. Let me take my number two
Can
question
you
here.
hear me now?
Uh-huh. You're here. You're here
Yeah.
now.
I think
Yes.
I was muted actually. Yeah, in as much as she has answered most of the most important questions based on feeding the child well. I will actually ask some kind of how do you handle a child that has a well behavior, like you know what I'm talking about, well behavior, like
Yeah.
there's some kids that you cannot tame, and you know flogging is not an option
It's not.
in
Yeah.
child's upbringing. You understand
Yeah.
me?
Yeah.
So how do you intend to bring the child that behaves so well and uncontrollable to order, more especially in the public?
Okay. I think this is another. This is
Yeah.
in line with this discipline, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the truth is, these children are very sensitive. Do you know that sometimes my kids, when they are home, they will just be doing, oh mommy, they will just be tell them anything, they will do it. But immediately we step out, you'll be calling this boy. This boy will be looking at you. This boy will be looking at you. As in, he's actually looking at you too. As I don't know, mommy, come and beat me. See, I am outside. As in, you know what I would do at that particular point. See,
Yes.
you have to respect yourself and respect that child at that particular, because you don't want to start um
Causing a
creating
scene.
scene. Yes, because some of them can disgrace. So you might just by, oh yeah, come and sit down. They will start shouting as in even like that there as if you touched the child. But that is one. In another light, as especially when the child, maybe you went outside, and this is a place, maybe in church, let me take for example in church, and you know everybody is sitting down. There are other kids that are sitting down, and it's usually your child that will rise up and start disturbing everybody, jumping up and down. Hi, Jesus of Nazareth.
You know how
My dear,
embarrassing that could be, right? I
I have one. So God is really helping that particular one, because what I will just call you, come, Bia, 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 come. I will take you outside. Sometimes you will cry, I will just bundle you, carry you, and take you where we ma will just sit down. What is it? Didn't you see the other children and saying, see, this is church. You don't run away. You have to just talk to them. Because beating at that moment, is no, 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 no. Just sometimes that they have this mind that sometimes you talk, they will listen. They will just listen to you.
mm-hmm.
Sometimes when you are talking, it's just you are not talking to them. They are just doing
You're
another
talking to
thing.
the
You're talking to yourself. So when it comes to that aspect, please just leave that child. Just respect yourself. By the time you people will get home, sit down. This is how I used to do. Sometimes immediately we drop our bag and say, all of you come here. All of you, oh yeah, come sit
you see
down.
one of them
See
here.
that thing you people did.
These are sorry to cut you short. You see what we're talking about.
Alright.
These are the kids. I beg them, I fed them, and I beg them. Mommy is going to live now. I don't want anybody to bother me. This one here really practically promised me, Mommy, no, I'm not gonna bother you. Because I'm gonna come. Okay, they have heard you say hi.
Okay.
Bye.
Hi. Hi to you
Hi
too.
You,
baby, I love that.
okay, hi. They say
Hi
hi.
girl, how
Hi
are
to
you?
hi to you.
Okay, bye. You see, that's what we're talking about. So how do you
Yeah.
deal with this?
See, this stage, there are some things you don't have control over as far as
Exactly.
these
Yeah.
kids are
Over.
concerned.
Over.
Do
Yeah.
you know why
Exactly.
my kids are not here? They're sleepy. By the time they're up, their daddy is not around. All of them will just come here. You'll be seeing their face. And so that is just at this level. They have their own mindset. They just want to show themselves. They just want to be around you.
Exactly.
You can't really rule it away. That is why sometimes we at this stage of parenting, people need to understand our predicament. It's not our fault.
Exactly.
It's not,
Exactly.
of
It's
course,
Exactly.
not our fault.
it's not our fault, because there are some things that you want to forcefully impose on them. It will cause another problem. You get? So
Yes.
Exactly.
there are some things, there are some dramas you want to just start acting. Please just respect yourself for your own sanity, for your own mental health. Let them be. So that is just that.
Okay. All right. In line with what you're saying, I would want you to not digressing, but expatiating more on emotional well-being and social development of a child. Emotional well-being and social development. How do you bring this in raising a child?
All right. In creating we are all everybody, both you and I, we are emotional beings. We should just have that in mind that we all are emotional beings, and we have different temperaments when it comes to emotion. Okay, so now, for as a parent, I have to first of all tell myself that there are some aspects of my emotions I'm still working on. Because see, if you don't work on yourself as a parent, these children will they will drag your legs out, especially when it comes to that emotional aspect of our lives. So let me bring it home now. Sometimes there are some things that these kids will actually do, and you just want to explode. You just want to yell. Sometimes we just
Exactly.
tell parents, please stop yelling. Stop yelling. Even me, but there's the kind of thing they will do. You wouldn't even know when the yelling will come out of your mouth, and you just come to yourself.
Exactly.
And the truth is, when you are doing these things, when you are doing these things, they're looking at you. And children are, as in, so what they do in as like the daily thing they do is mimicking us, mimicking us. You might be talking, they won't hear that thing you are saying, but just make any mistake and do anything, they will copy that one. And before, if it is negative thing, you will suffer because you have to do everything to make sure they stop it. So when it comes to the emotion, especially when it comes to parents, we have to be very, very careful. Now, how do you talk to your kids when they mess things up? Like today, I went for a radio program and one of the radio station. I came back. Oh Jesus! Immediately I entered the front door. From the front door to the sitting room to, I was like, my mom was like, ah, honey, are you in this house?
I can I can imagine because I can, sometimes it drives me crazy because you imagine when you clean up your house, like, okay, this is how my house is
Exactly.
going to be. I have set myself up. And maybe when you were younger, as a young girl, before you get married, you always like to, I keep my stuff here, it's going to be here. And
Yeah,
all of a
that's
sudden,
just
it's no
me.
longer like that. They will scatter their shoes,
Mm.
they will rumple the house, they will even, what my own is, even the wall is kind of, they draw all over the wall. And
Do
my
you know
mom
how
was like,
many
oh,
times I've
please.
painted my own wall?
Yeah,
Forget that
and
one.
you can't get mad. That is
Yeah,
my son will
exactly.
tell you, that is being too mean these days. Just because he heard that thing for once, that is
Wow.
being too mean these days, and he felt so bad. Do you understand me? So
Wow.
most times,
Yeah.
and these kids are manipulative, very, very.
Very.
So
Oh God. God bless
if you
you.
are if you are training a child, you have to be smarter than them because they
Them.
are too
Them. Them.
manipulative.
Them.
If
Yes.
you follow
Yes.
them the way they are going, you might miss them because they will use that manipulation on you. You won't know
Mm.
when they are deviating from who you
Yes.
want them to be,
You
the
want them to
Exactly.
the
be.
woman or the man you are grooming up. You see, so to parent
Mm.
a child is a whole lot of job. It's a whole lot
A
of
whole.
vision.
It is
It's
a
not.
ministry. God.
It's a minute, and it's not something. Parenting is not for one person. Parenting
It's
is for
not.
both
Exactly.
husband and wife.
And
It's
wife. Yeah.
not two ways. It's not only go to your mommy, like our African Nigerian men would say, oh yeah, go to your mommy. Everything go to your. It's very, very wrong.
Wrong.
It's very, very wrong.
Yes.
When you want to control their behavior, both the father and the mother must be in one page
Yes.
Exactly.
in order
Good.
to get
Exactly.
them.
Good.
You
This is
must be
exactly
Exactly.
in
what we
one. You must
discussed this
agree with your
morning.
wife on what
You
to
you
do
you
with
sh-
them.
you should have your plans and your vision. What do you want to achieve? All of you, two of you should have it.
Exactly. You have to be in agreement, or else the kids they will deal with you guys. Sometimes these kids, my sister, continue. I don't want to take the stage off from you. I think her network is hanging right now.
Yeah, but she's
Network
there. She's
is
there.
bad.
Okay. Princess, do you have
Yeah,
another
you
question for her? Because I have.
No, you
can.
continue your question. I think most of the questions I'm
I've
going
not
to ask
finished.
is
I've
what
not
we
really finished
experience as
asking
parents.
that
Oh,
question.
More
okay.
especially as mothers. So you are the man. You need to ask that question so that men will know how to
Will
help their
learn.
wives in terms of raising
Exactly.
children. That's
Okay.
why we are
Children.
here. So
That
All
is a
right.
very
let that
important thing.
question come for both me and her so we can sit together and answer so that our men will know that training up
All
a
right.
child is not only a woman's stuff.
It's
It's
not.
I
man's
have
It's
this
not.
responsibility.
question. I
Okay.
have this question. It has to do with the intellectual growth of a child. Now, the question is this: how do you support a child? No, a child's
Curiosity.
curiosity and love for learning. How do you support a child's curiosity and love for learning? You know, some of these childs that they are too intelligent, they are too sharp, they are too smart. How do you support them to helping them
So first
grow
of all, can you hear me?
intellectually? Yeah,
Yes,
I can
yes,
hear
we can
you,
hear
Can
but
you.
we can't see your face
We can't see
anymore.
your face since
I,
your this
first,
thing is
I don't know what the problem
actually.
is.
Your hand is blocking your camera. I think it's just hanging there.
Yeah, it's hanging. Yes, I noticed that too. But can you hear my
Yeah,
voice?
we
Yes, we can hear
can
your
hear your
voice.
voice actually.
So should I continue or should I?
No,
What do you
continue.
think?
We need that voice.
Go ahead. Maybe it will still clear. You know, Nigerian network. That's why.
Okay. When it comes to there are some kids. Yeah, it's not all the kids anyway. There are some of them that they don't care, but there are that are intellectually gifted. I hope you can hear me.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
We can
There
hear
are
you.
these kids that are intellectually gifted that even you'll be wondering what is all this. So
I
just
think
they
her
want to know
network is
everything.
think
Can
her
you hear
network is
me?
glitching.
What is going
Yeah,
on?
we're having a network glitch out there from there.
Maybe you can go out and can you go out and
Yeah,
come in again?
yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That was I
So
thought about that too.
yeah, so based on before she comes in, based on the question you asked, like you're saying, there's some kids that are genius, actually, yes. But the truth is, every child is intelligent on their own.
Yeah,
There is no dull child. A child that, as a teacher, there is what we call the sheep and goat method of teaching a child. Because when you see, oh, he's dumb, he doesn't know anything, it's a bad language, it's a bad word to a bad choice of word to use for any child. No child is a dumb. Because the child might not know how to read and write, does not mean that that child has no sense or not intelligent. It might be streetwise, but not
Yeah,
academically wise. Understand that? It might
yeah,
be crafty wise. There's some kids that like practical things, but reading it and writing it might be too difficult. But when you give it to them practically, they give you the exact thing you are looking for. So
yeah,
every child has that smartness in them. So for you to help them
yeah,
grow, for you to help them academically to blend it with their talent or with their talent, all you need to do is always encourage them, not talking down on them. Because I see some parents
on
that will
them.
tell their kids, "You are not smart. You are just a dummy. You can't even challenge your." No, have you considered? My child doesn't know anything. I've tried on my. You have not tried anything.
exactly.
What you are trying is
Meanwhile,
just
some of them have not really
talking down
discussing who
that
their
child.
child is. Yeah,
Just talking down that child, and some kids, when you talk down on them, they lose their self-confidence.
Exactly.
That is
confidence
what
and
you
esteem.
understand. So, and there's some children that even though they are failing, but when you encourage them and say, "Oh, baby, I know you're doing it, but come on, the face is always the best. Can you just do it?"
Yeah,
As a mother, even though you know the child and you see the child say, "I know you can do it, just try." Give that child hope, give that child strength, give because they are now depending on you.
mm,
Buy that child something. Like there's something I always do with my son in school. Whenever I go pick him up and the teacher will say, "Oh, your child is doing absolutely well. Now listen, today he made 100% in math." I say, "Oh my God, boy, we're going to buy McDonald's." You know,
Yeah,
I am buying that for him to make him
yeah.
understand that I am proud of you, son. You can do better.
Feel
Do you
better.
understand me? Now, my
Yes,
little
yes.
girl is not. like outspoken as the brother. Now, in as much as he's not as outspoken as his brother, I know what I do to her when she likes drawing. She doesn't like writing or reading, but she likes
I
drawing.
have someone there
When
too.
she
Yeah.
when she draws that those things she draws, I'll say, "Oh my God, this is so beautiful." She will tell me,
Beautiful.
"Mommy, see what I draw. I draw you. This is me. This is Dodo. This is She will just tell us what she draws. Sometimes she will tell me, "Mommy, see, I draw those here, and this is me, and this is Zara. This
Exactly.
is Zara, my cousin." She will draw her little cousin and join. And I'll say, "Oh my
This
goodness,
is
you're doing absolutely well."
beautiful.
And that put her into a standard of drawing all the time. From drawing all the time, she
More,
started
yes.
practicing how to do A, B, C, and now she's doing it.
Mm,
You don't have
mm.
Exactly.
to tell her, "Oh, you're not smart." And I have my first son. That one, hi God. If I was the kind of parent that talked down on a child, I don't think that my child will learn how to write is. Because
Right.
I keep changing him from one school to another because
To another.
academically he wasn't as bright as my second child, but streetwise you cannot compare him. That boy is
Mm.
wizard. Computer wise, he's a wizard. So I try to find out where he
It
fits in,
feels,
and
yeah, it's very
I hold
important.
him there. So what am I saying? What I'm saying is that try to discover your child's talents. Try
Talents and
to
the
discover
area of their
area
interest.
of his concentration or her concentration. What does she always do? She's the type that always like to
Do.
cook it. We call it in one, but then
Yeah.
try and know
Yes.
if she's the type that know how to cook and know that she's going into that area. That's her
Yes,
passion.
yes,
Try
yes,
and
yes,
bring
you
her
are
on
right.
from there and encourage her.
Mm.
If she's the one that always draw on the floor, try and focus and know what she's drawing or what he's drawing. It's very, very
What is
important.
drawing?
I'm
All
a
right.
teacher by profession and I know
All
this. So
Yeah.
right.
if you have any contribution, just help me. This stuff.
I think you may have done justice to that question. All right. I have another
This is
question here.
No,
wonderful.
let her put her voice
Yeah, yeah,
in,
yeah.
please.
She will make her input together with this question I want to pose to her right now. Now, this is it. It's about values and morals. How do you
Okay.
teach children about values such as honesty, integrity, and respect? Regards to what
Okay.
Princess just talked about, just marry these two things together. How do you teach
How
children
that you
about
marry together.
values such as honesty, integrity, and respect? You know the society we are into.
Yes, yes,
Children
yes.
tend to follow a lot of things out there when they see them
Exactly.
on social media and a lot. In fact, do justice to it. Let's hear you.
All right. All right. Coming to that, that this
Oh,
thing
network.
I normally tell some of us parents, if if you don't give your child an identity, your child will go out there and pick anything available, and they will still
Exactly.
bring it back to you. Do you get it?
Exactly.
Now,
Yes.
Exactly.
yes. So if you really want to, I don't know the vibe, but I what I did is we have family values here. There are values that this is our family values, and we started early. My first child is 6 years, so we still have 6, 4, 3, and the ones I just made 2 years, so they are still tender. But we started just immediately we got married. We spell out those values because we started running with it as husband and wife. So when they now came in, we now started talking about it. Like you have to dress well before you cross. Even though we are the one that will still dress them, but we is there in this sense. It's not allowed here. Modest. You have to dress well. If you are moving out of this house, you don't use foul words. You don't use it. You always say the truth. Don't. If anything, anytime you are asked any question, say it. Honesty is part of the value. Then we have love, we have forgiveness, because some of these things are lacking in our society. And when children go to school or you see them out there with their friends, if you don't have some things or values that is shielding your child, the child will go out there, bring something. And to some of us, we don't even care, especially when you don't even understand what values are. There are some parents that, oh, lying is their own way of living. They have to lie to get everything. And you don't expect this person to have any value. So, as a parent or as a family, what is your family value? If you have one, run with it, talk about it, sing it, dance it, let them hear it. Like yesterday, one of my first child, I went somewhere, so he was watching Prince when I left. When I came, I purposely dropped carrot. Dropped carrot. Everybody was sleeping. I went out. When I came in, I said, hey. You know, that was how my dad was setting traps for all. I dropped carrot. I'm like, what happened to I know that it was him. I'm like, who caught this carrot? I was even seeing the drawing of his teeth. He looked at me. He said, Mommy, you know that time you left, I was watching Peter. I say yes. When I finished watching Peter, I went and lie down. I don't know. Say, did you? But everybody was lying down now when I left. You were the only one awake. So I just came in. I noticed that this particular carrot, someone ate it. So who ate it? I said, okay, Mommy, it's me that ate it. Why? Because I saw it here and nobody is touching it. So I laughed then. But we sat down. One, he has crossed the let me say just the rule, because we also have the rules here. You know that this is not part of our rules. You don't take anything that is not yours. And even if you want to take it, you have waited. If I am, Mommy, can I take this? It's carrot. What is it's nothing. But do you know that you can do this thing outside? Another person, they will beat you. Just some people used to kill people because they contain something that is not theirs. So now you have to teach them your value. What are those things? Because if I say that, okay, decency is one of the values here, another person, well, what is decency? Doesn't mean. So what is your value, or what are your values as a parent? Start teaching them. Sorry. Start teaching them. Then also monitor them to actually know whether those things you are teaching. Because the truth is, you know why some of us don't actually get results? When you are not consistent as a parent. If you want to get results, it's not easy. It's just you have to repeat and repeat. And even 1 year, you are still teaching one thing. 2 years, you'll be wondering. But I've been saying,
Yes.
but I've been saying this.
No,
I've been saying this.
the truth is you keep talking to them.
Yes. So you keep talking. That thing you want to achieve, whatever it is, please keep repeating it. Don't say, "Oh, I've said it before." Because I said it before, I won't say it again. You are not heading anywhere. So you have to be consistent with any value you want to teach, any life you want to still anything you think you want to. You start early to do what? To talk about it.
Okay.
So I think
Okay.
I've
All
answered
right.
that
I
Yeah,
question.
can I
believe.
can I
I
make a
believe.
little contribution?
Yes,
Let me
Okay.
make a
yes,
little
please,
Okay.
contribution.
please.
Just in 3 minutes. In
Ye-
3 minutes, please.
Yes, sir. Like what she has said, I was like waiting for her to touch this. If you don't want your child to lie, don't tell lies.
Don't
You the
lie.
person,
Mm,
don't lie.
mm,
The
don't lie.
kids, the kids listen, the kids copy what they see, not what they hear.
Yeah.
That's the most
That
important
is role
thing.
model now.
Now,
That is
if
the role modeling.
you cannot tell your child don't lie, and when somebody is looking for you, you tell your child, tell the person I'm not available.
I am not around.
You see now who is lying?
Yeah,
You are
it's
actually
you.
indirectly teaching that child to lie,
Yes.
but you're telling that child not to lie. So the child will like, but
Well,
mommy asked me not to lie,
it
or
it
daddy
will
asked me
expose
not
the
to.
confusion.
So you
Yes,
you
yes.
confuse them. That's
Confuse the
most
child.
that's number one. Then you want your child to have decency of respect to human, to people.
Mm.
Be the one.
Respect
Be,
them.
always respect people as well.
Mm.
Respect yourself. Respect people.
And
The way
respect
you
your
talk
kids
to people
too.
outside, the way you talk to people outside, they are learning it. The way you talk
Mm.
to your housemaid, the way you talk to
They
people
are
that are
seeing
working
it.
for you, your kids are seeing it. They are learning
Yeah.
from there, not what you're telling them. I told you do not respect your elders, but an old woman is working for you in your house and you are insulting that old woman after all you are
Yeah.
paying you. You are actually telling that child you can actually
Don't.
disrespect.
Yes.
So
And it
be
doesn't mean
be
anything.
that
Yeah.
person. Be that person you want your child to be. Be that person you want your children to be.
To
Don't
be.
be a different thing and want them to be a
To
different
be
thing.
Exactly.
another thing. It will
That's my
not work. It
contribution.
will not work. In short, you won't
Mm-mm.
even get any result.
Any
You won't
results.
get any result.
Or you
Yeah.
don't, or you are smoking and you're telling your child, don't smoke, smoking is bad. You're just confusing yourself
In
because
short,
that child will definitely smoke.
smoke. They will be smoking under the bed. Sef.
Uh,
You won't
and you're
even know.
drinking alcohol and you're telling me that your child will not drink alcohol. You're just lying. But then they
All
will.
Exactly.
right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Now, this aspect we've been seeing on social media, kids being molested sexually by maybe the maids and stuff. And then sex education, I mean, to our kids. I want you to, because this part is also very, very essential in raising a child. Now, how do you protect a child, one, against sexual molestation and abuse? And how do you teach a child about sex education in a manner that they will understand? Do you need to teach them? At what age? These are things I would want to know and our audience would want to know.
Okay. I think are you going first? I should go first.
No, no, go, go.
You are the guest here. Then you agreed to go. Yes,
All right.
go. I'm only
Okay.
going to make a contribution after your teaching, ma.
All right. Like, sex education is one of the important topic every parent must pay attention to. One, that in short, immediately your child from before 1 year, you have said talking about, you should have it in mind. Because looking at what is happening in this our generation, you hear a 4 years old child being molested, being sexually abused, you be wondering what is all this? During our own time, or even though our own time is not that far, we hardly hear this kind of thing, but this is what is going on now. Now, when it comes to sex education, we have stages. So we have stages. For every stage, there are word appropriate, for sex you should use. Like when my child, by special grace of God, I have one girl, and that is, I just have only one girl. And before she came, I already started talking to the boys about their body. You start with body awareness. You have to let them know the part of their body. This one is not the one you call this one. I don't know the name some parents do call this. You will see penis, you'll be calling it another thing. You will see vagina, you are calling it another thing. That is not in just, you are even killing that child.
Yes.
So I start personally. I started early to teach I call them generals. My boys, there are three. See this one here. Look at what it is called. We sat down. They were laughing. We were like, now I am not even. Some parents will say, "Yeah, I'm shy of saying those." I say, "Eh." We play with it here. Oh. Where is your this thing dangling? Go and wear your pants now. That kind of thing. So
Yeah.
by the time the girl now came, she now started hearing them. Go and cover yourself. Look at your penis is dangling. Go and, they were just talking, and to her, she was thinking that her own is also penis. After,
Oh, network.
but I've already
You will
started
come
talking
out.
to her.
It
This
will,
is
the
your
next
bum bum.
will release her.
This is your bum bum. Nobody should touch this. Anytime I'm bathing her, I will be telling her, this is your bum bum. Nobody should touch it. This is your vagina base. So one day she came and said, "Mommy, my penis is scratching me." I laughed. I was like, it's not penis. but to but to her, at least I was so happy that she has already know that, oh, there is something that is called penis. The truth is, these children are very smart. Like what my sister said here, you need to be you need to be smarter to get to their level. You get? Now, when I noticed that, okay, she has started getting the gist, we started talking. I said, this is your eyes, this is your nose, this is your mouth, as in till we get to that place. And we have
Exactly.
this
Exactly.
until we now get an affirmation that said, my body is the temple of Almighty God. I will not pollute it. And one of the safety rule we have there is nobody should touch your body. And when I'm teaching, I used to demonstrate your body. Like, you have nobody, before anybody touches you, let the person even take permission. Even your eyes, somebody cannot be touching your eyes anyhow. It's your body, it's yours. So don't allow anybody to touch. So these are the first stage, like from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They should know their body. And that is when you start teaching. If anybody touches this body, report to your teacher, report to mommy, report to daddy, report. Open your mouth and talk. So
Yes.
now, the one that is 3 years, I don't know what they are doing, and he just touched the bum bum. He ran. I say, mommy, Prosper touched my bum bum. I'm like, Prosper, come here. Because now is a practical. All this thing we are doing now is not playing out practical.
Exactly,
But
exactly.
why did you touch your sister's bum? See, mommy, no. That I was telling her to go and wear her pants. I was like, just tell her, don't touch. Oh, we don't touch bum here. Whenever you want to talk to her, just tell her, go and wear your pants. That is okay. Don't go out there, touch anybody, and nobody should touch yours. So letting them be aware of their body will even help them, because now they will come back and be gisting me a lot of things that they used to see. And anytime they bring any this thing, we talk about it. But sex education start as early as less than 1 with the generation we are. As they get to 7, 8, 9, 10, please start talking. It's
And
not
Yeah.
again,
okay.
we should be aware that the people that always corrupt or molest these small
Kids
kids are people that are so close
close.
to them.
Yeah. Mm,
Some people that have house girls or house boys,
mm,
your child is actually in danger of molestation, if you can
yeah.
agree. So some parents are actually busy, work. My house girl is there. Your house girl is still
Doing
betting
everything. Your kids,
your child of 8 years. Your house
eight
girl
years,
is still betting her, and you're comfortable with it, and you go to
even
work. You
him.
do not supervise, and you don't even
Mm.
have time for those kids, for your child to tell
For
you. Some of
discussion.
us
Yes.
don't have
To talk
relationship with our
with our
children. We
kids.
think we provide everything for them, so they have everything. You buy them new clothes, toys, but
Mm.
there are sometimes you need to have heart-to-heart talk with them.
Discussion.
There are
Yeah.
some kids that have not been molested, but they are soaking themselves into pornography.
Pornography.
I have a victim of that, my first son.
Right.
All this while, I never knew until one day I caught him. When
Mm.
I
Wow.
caught him, I was mad. I
Right.
was so mad at him. I was disappointed because I bought him a new phone. He used it. So
Mm.
I tried to find out. I never knew it was my own people, my own cousins that was living with me then. We are
Ah.
actually doing those
Right.
stuff in his phone
And
because he's
he
a
was
boy.
saying, he was seeing.
He was
Yeah.
seeing it.
Wow.
Now I was asking myself, how do I break him out of it?
Yeah.
Spanking, cursing was not an option because it's going
Mm-mm.
to tip him more.
Yeah.
And I said to myself, he's going to turn 15 years this year by the grace of God, May. And I said to myself, I'm going to bring him closer. And I call him, son, can we talk one on one? I'm your mommy, you are my son.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me everything that
Everything.
bothers you. And I want you to see me as now your bestie. I'm not going to caution you. We'll reason together, okay? He said, yes,
Yeah.
mommy.
Yeah.
I said, can you tell me how you feel when you start watching those movies?
Right.
What comes into your mind? Because I took telephone from him because he's not with me. I took it away from him.
Mm.
So, because I wanted to buy him another phone, but I didn't want to tell him. He said, mommy, can I tell you the truth? I've been battling on how to stop it.
Right.
I said, okay, we have to do it together.
How old is
Whenever
he,
you were
please?
alone, whenever alone you were alone in the room and it came to your mind of going to watch it, just take a walk and go
Mm.
where other people are.
Mm. Yeah.
She said, would that work? I said, that will work perfectly because it only comes when you are idle alone in the room. Devil will come and
Yeah.
try to put something. You are a
Mm.
Mess
human being. You are
around
getting of age,
with them.
yes.
Yeah.
And even
Yes.
some
Yes.
adults are victim of this.
A
So
lot of them
he
are
was
into it already.
he was able, my son was able to open up every down thing that bothers him. You know what I told him? I said, son, I know you're going to have a girlfriend, but whenever you have a girlfriend, let mommy know, okay?
Mm.
Don't hide your
Mm.
girlfriend from me. I'm not going to question you. But I want you to get a beautiful girlfriend. To him, yes, to him, he thinks mommy is supportive, but I'm trying to be smarter than him now
Yeah. Yeah.
because
Yeah. Yeah.
I
There.
I don't want him to hide it
Mm.
and start doing what is not right
What
at this
the
age.
Hmm.
worst self?
The worst. So
Yes.
I gave him that open option. We talk about his girlfriends. We talk about the ones he check. I was like, oh, let's talk about it. How is she?
Are you
You like her?
serious?
Yes, we talk about it, and she told me,
Wow.
Mommy, I'm not even the one that is checking them. They check me.
They are the
I say, see
one
this.
coming. Yeah.
I say, see these ones that are checking you. Leave them alone, because when they see someone that is more cuter than you,
Wow.
they will still leave you and break your heart and go to that person. So just let them say, Mommy, you are right, though. I said, yes. I say, you know, the one you're going to
That,
get, the one that you get by for yourself, and you know truly you love this one from your heart, not the one that came to you. Say, by the way, they are women, they're not supposed to come. You have to make your choice as a man. Say, Mommy, I'm not even serious with them. I said, good, that's my son. Say, no, I say, you know, you're a prince, you're a cute guy. So I told him something that he doesn't forget. I said, son, when a man hold himself, women comes to him trying to know why he is so cute that they want him to be their best. But if you start pursuing girls here and there, they will see you as a Casanova. You are nothing. But
mm,
when you hold
mm,
yourself, even people will want to know what is your strength. Hold
mm.
that to yourself. Be that man. Be that elegant man you want to be. He said, Mommy, I think I listened to you. Now I made that open. Now completely he kept his phone on. He said, Mommy, ask my auntie to check my phone all the time. If he sees anything that looks like pornography, just take the phone away from me. I won't put my phone on the lock. And by the grace of God, this is happening. This is like over 4 years now. I think
Wow. Wow.
he
Wow.
just
Wow.
came out of
Wow.
it. So the only way to take them out of it is to be their friend.
Their friend.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be
Don't
there.
be far from
Be
them.
there.
Don't touch them
Yes.
down. Don't spank them. Don't curse them. Don't even if that one is trying to
In
engage you
short,
into hard drugs.
if you
Just
don't know what to do, go and pray for them.
pray.
Keep praying for
And nobody,
their
you
soul.
cannot just be there without prayer, my sister. No, no, no. Your
Yeah.
knees must be on the floor, calling
Thank
heaven on
you.
their
Thank
behalf.
you. Thank you.
You understand me? Because
Yes.
we only soul and God waters.
Mm,
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we have to do
mm.
our own part and let God water
And
it for us. And
God do his
God did
own.
that
Yes.
for me, and I'm grateful. He's turning 15 years by May.
I really love this. I love this. I love this kind of testimony. There are some things. Someone was telling me that as that she's becoming afraid as her son is growing. So no, don't even parent from the side of fear. That the truth is, just be close. Make sure that you develop that friendship. Like you said, some of us are far from these children, and if your child,
Exactly.
if your child is used to your absence, forget it. The child will just assume that you are never there. So when they get to that
Exactly.
level, there are some things that bother them that they need to talk about. You will not be there. And
Yeah.
because that thing needs to be discussed, they might give it to another person that might give them
Bam.
the wrong
Ah,
answer.
and
And that
you
is where
missed
the
them.
problem starts. That's
Yeah,
where the problem. So
and you missed
whatever
them.
you are doing as a parent, please, for the sake of these souls, see, no matter what you think you have achieved in this life, God will ask us for the souls of these children.
Ah,
And He will ask you, where were you when this thing? Thank God that you really saw this when it was really coming up, because it would have been another thing when it has gotten to the
Disaster.
peak.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
know, the
Yes.
truth is
Exactly.
that
She saw it and
I left
controlled
him,
it
and I
on
came to
time.
United States with the younger ones. His paper was not as I left him at home, so I was not
Okay.
really there. Do you
There.
understand that? So
Yeah.
everything happened within a drink of ice. I said, God will
That
help
short
him.
period.
It
Try.
wasn't even what he did. It wasn't even the only thing he did. He did the unthinkable. You know, this social media. He I nearly he did, I'm telling you, until I have
Try.
to call him, I have to that's when I have to come to him and embrace him. I told my husband I must travel home. Like I came here 2020, I told my husband I must travel home. There is nothing that will keep me here again. I have to travel back 2021 just for him. And when I came,
Try.
I cuddled him. I said, son, I did not leave you. Because then in his mind, he was thinking, my mommy
Left
abandoned me, my
alone.
everybody.
I'm
He was
left
Yeah.
thinking
alone.
alone.
Yeah.
He was being depressed. So, but when
Yeah,
I came
Try.
back
exactly.
and I cuddled him and I said, I didn't leave you, but I'm going to make a part. You coming with us. And you know what? I went to his school. I bought him everything he needs. I took care of him. I gave him that love, that courage with
Yeah.
time. Do you know that was what saved my son?
Try.
And definitely he's joining us this year. So I'm so grateful that all of them are coming together. But
Yeah.
all the same, you cannot be far. You might be close to your kid, but you are far away from them.
You might be saying
Yeah,
it. Is it?
exactly.
See,
It's
now,
it.
now that phone is the order of the day. Some of us can spend hours
hours
with
of
our
spending
phone.
Exactly.
it on with our
Exactly.
kids.
Your
You
child
see
is
this is
crying,
you see
calling your
this
name.
one.
You are wait.
You see
Oh
this
God, God help us.
one. This one here is my gist partner. We gist like friends. Yes, when we lie
That is
down
what
on
it
bed
should
now.
be.
Yesterday night she was telling me, she said, "Mommy, I want to read a story for you." She was telling me the story was that's how we do. Like I'm making up, and if you see her face, she has made up. She wants to be like mommy. So you see, we don't have to be emotionally far from your kids,
From their
and
kids.
because emotional, and again, we always protect the girl's child, but we don't protect the
The
male child.
boys.
The
The
boys,
boys.
the
Yeah.
boys gets more
In
abused
short,
than the
that is
girls.
why I'm even so involved with the boys. I started just we used
Yes.
to talk everything, so that it will look as if this what is there. Like you did. I love that aspect you were telling me about your friend, because sometimes you be saying my child is a good child. Forget it. Until these children
Yes,
tell you
No,
things,
exactly. Exactly.
until they open their mouth to tell
mom
you things,
and
you be
tell you
wondering. You be
you
wondering.
cannot
So
just bend because, and again, being manipulative children, they know your weak points.
they,
Don't let
they
your
know.
child get your weak points. If your child gets your weak point, they'll use it to manipulate you.
Yeah,
So
Okay.
you're
Even
right.
while we make
always,
our
and
last
again, don't parent and say, I want my
one
kids.
minute, please. 1 minute, princess. 1 minute. Just as we make our last remarks and comments from the viewers out there, if you have a question you want our guest to respond to or answer to, please do well to put it in the comment section. We'll see it there or read it out, or you want to be brought up here. I think we'll have room to bring one person up. Maybe if he or she wants to say it out here, we can. Let's see how we can, answer one question out there, even as we are rounding up. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, what I'm saying is that as you're parenting, yes, you have to love your children. Do not parent them with soft love. Parent them with what is called tough love.
No.
You don't want to say no to them.
Of
I want
course.
to say yes. Do
You are
not
right.
dance to all their tones on what they
Their
want,
tunes.
because their
Mm.
language at this age is I want, I want,
I
I need,
want, not even I need. It's
not
true.
even I need. So always know when to lock up and when to open.
Mm.
Because if you parent them and say they are my kids, I'll provide them all they need. Those things you're providing for them might actually be the thing that will destroy them. So it's very,
Exactly.
very important when you are parenting, show them what is called tough love. Not that thing is not there to give them, but give it to them
Mm.
when it is necessary, when they truly need it, not when they don't need it. Like you see,
The
this
one they
one
don't
now,
need it.
I will go and buy iPhone 15 and give to her. What is she going to do with it?
Do with it.
If
Yeah.
it's not,
Exactly.
do you understand me?
Yeah.
Or you see a child that is not up to holding something that that thing can destroy that child. You went
Destroy
and
the
get it
child.
because you think you
For
can
the child.
afford it.
You
You're actually
spoiled it.
destroying
Exactly.
that child. And
It's
that
true.
child take it outside to their friends. Their friends might actually use it to lure them into what you don't
Into
expect.
what you don't
So
want. Yeah.
Very,
parent
very,
them
very, very,
with
very
tough
correct.
love. When they ask you, mommy, like this one went to school the other day and tell me, my friends keep copying me. I said, how, baby? He said, she wears the same shoe with me. Why would she dress the same way I dress? I
Are
said,
you
but her mommy bought her
serious?
this one. I'm telling you. She said the other day, she told me, mommy, I can't be wearing, I wore this clothes to school the other time. I don't want to wear it to school. Like I said, no, you can wear it to school or every day. Okay? It
Yes.
does not kill you. It doesn't make you to stop being a beautiful girl. Now,
Yeah.
Hmm.
if I follow her that way, she say, okay, yes, I'll go and get a new. If you go off
Yeah.
with that, I am finished. So
Yeah,
most
exactly.
times you are
The day
giving
you
them what
didn't
they
give
want.
her, she will look for a
She
way
will
to
look for
get it.
a means to get it.
It's
That's
true.
nice. That's best word to use. And when you
Mm.
don't give them that, they find another way to get them, and it's not going to work on your way. And again, one thing a parent should understand is do not give any child financial responsibility. Do not let your child, until they become adults,
Adult.
to start hustling to make money and bringing home, knowing how to be financial independent
Hmm.
is too bad. Because when they start being
Yeah.
financial independent, you will not
Azubike,
know when they will just go and buy something like this and come
Ashibike,
in. You don't know how
Ashibike,
they
I
get
can
it.
see
Say, oh,
you.
my son just bought it. No, your son did not. At what age? You don't know his source of income. You don't know her source of income. A child of 15 years old will come back and show you iPhone 15. You will not ask her,
Okay,
where did you get
someone
it
has a
from?
question there at the comment section. He said Azubike Obiwanne. He says,
One,
please, how do you deal with raising? Huh? So what did he say there? He said,
Raising chicken of different feathers on the same formula. Please, can the person just go ahead and make your questions? Tell us what you want to ask, because this is you are just, I know this is parable, yes, but please, you are not the
yeah,
only
of
one
course,
here. We have other audience that
deal with
are also
raising
watching us. Just
chickens
okay.
of different
Different. I know. I
feathers.
understand what it
I
means. Like,
no, we understand, but then she should just give us. Let
Yeah,
you
other
can,
people wonder
you
because.
can, you can bring. You can. I think he came through me. He's a man of God. You
Okay.
can just bring him up here. He's a man.
Okay.
Yes. Please, please follow our host so he can come up, because I want you to
I
totally.
wanted to bring him up, but I don't know. I can't since I don't know. I don't think he's following any of.
No, I think he's following me. He's following me,
Okay,
but I'm a guest
okay.
and I'm not a host.
No, you're not.
Okay. How?
You came in as a guest
Yes, that was what he showed me as a guest, not the
again,
co-host.
but no, come on. You're from the flyer. It came from the build up. You came as.
Okay. Okay. He said he wanted to write children, not chicken, because
Okay.
now
Okay. I
you
wanted to like
you.
you. I was wondering also.
But it's good that we call his attention so that he verifies that. That's good. Okay, how do you deal with raising children of different features on the same formula? All right, I think this question is somehow diversified. Like when the Bible said that we should train up a child in a way he should go, that means, there is a way every child should go. Like when my sister was saying something about understanding your child, like that was an intellectual aspect of
Yeah.
the child. So now I have 4 kids. My first child is hyper, just is an active, let me just not use hyper because he's active, as in his own activeness used to, sometimes I'll be looking at him, I'm like, what is all this drama you're acting now? One. Then the second one is somehow moderate. Then the third one, that one is always on his own. So when you know your kids, you know their love language or their love languages, and you understand their temperament very well, then if you are setting rules, you will know the kind of things you say. You will consider all your kids. If you are teaching, like anytime we are doing homework here, and we normally spend 3 hours just to do homework. You know why? Because there is this particular one I have to talk, repeat something, repeat it 4 times. But there is one I will just say, okay, do this one here, do this one here. Oh yeah, he will just be there, do it. But there is this one I have to sit there, repeat it, keep. That is because of his style of learning. So I will not
Yeah.
say because this one doesn't learn fast, I will just say, go on with your sister, your brother is no. So the first thing is to know your children very well. Study them and know them. Who are these children I'm parenting? Know their love languages. Like there is one that the only is talking, is always talking. That one is always talking. But there is one
Yeah,
that
the
will
teacher.
always he's always close. Rubbing his body close. Not that there is nothing. It's just his own love language. If you
Yes,
understand this,
exactly.
anytime he come around, you just hold him. What is it? What do you want? Before you know it, his time has expired. He will go. There is one that will come at my daughter. Mommy, come and hug me. Hey, hugging everybody. He hugs. He's
That is
gonna.
so, she's socializing. It is easy for that person to socialize in
Exactly.
this
Then
society.
you are very very correct, because
So
he find it, if he's passing now, he will greet somebody. I'm talking about 2 years. He will greet and make sure that you answer. If
answer.
he greets and
That's my
he
second
will talk,
son.
he will talk and tell you, mommy, I greeted that person and he answered.
And you'll be talking and they will be
So
talking at the same time. We have to,
Yeah.
yes,
exactly.
you see,
So you
you have to, you are saying the sentence, I'm sorry to cut it off.
okay.
What he asks, if I may understand him, is how do you train them when you know they have this kinds of behavior.
I'm still
How do
coming
you?
to that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still coming to that. I'm just trying to, because of other of our audience that might not actually get to that level, because
Yeah.
sometimes some of us parents, we don't know our children very well. We are just moving with everybody. Everybody is moving, let's moving. So if you have know that you have different characters, different features, maybe 4 to 5, as in your house, then you sit down. This is where you make your parenting plan. What do you think that will work, that can connect these children together? Because there is still a way. You must find a solution. You must find an easy and a workable template to train them. If it
Yes.
is time, if you're talking about time management now, every child needs to be taught time management skill. Do you get that?
Yes.
So there are
Yes.
some
Yes.
life there are some life skills that connect every child, no matter your temperament, no matter your love language, no matter talk about decision making, you talk about what's it called, communication skill. You have to teach all of them. Communication skill, problem solving skill, all these things, every child. But now, because you have noticed that some of them are slow in understanding, you now know how to follow each of them. When you
Yeah.
are instilling those skills, when you are training, you will know those you have to be consistently repeat. There are some kids that you don't need to repeat things twice, they will just get it. But when you know your value, what is your value as a parent? If you know your value, then bring them together and start training. There is a way to train every child. And if you're a child of God, you don't train your child outside the template of God. It's not possible. So know your value. And if you are the one that value academic excellence, like here we have our structures here, structures, spiritual structures, we have academic structures, we have just this place is full of structure, because that is what work for you. You will be thinking as a parent, what will I do not to be frustrated? Parenting is not easy. It's not easy. Even with the two parents, it's not easy. So now you have to put to structure, what are the things that will help me to get to the level I want these children, and start on time. Don't wait until they start. Even at 5, there are some things when you start teaching a child at 5, you are late. In short, you are the one, every time you are shouting, the neighbor will be hearing your voice because you didn't start early.
You
Okay,
become my
I
noise.
think
Yeah. I just brought him in now so that he can
okay,
be hearing firsthand also.
welcome.
You're
Good
welcome.
Welcome.
afternoon. Good afternoon from
Good,
here.
Good
Yeah.
good
Afternoon.
afternoon,
afternoon.
sir.
It's good to be
So,
here.
Yeah.
right, sir. So,
Continue. We
oh,
have just 10 minutes to wrap
uh,
up. All of us.
Okay.
don't worry. Let me quit here. I think my sister has something to say, so I will hear her too.
No, because you,
Right.
you
Oh
have
yeah.
actually you have actually said it all. But in terms of in terms of training those kids, knowing their personal behavior, like you said,
Yeah.
is correct. And also in terms of punishment, because I punish my kids.
No
Forget
punishment. Yeah.
when you remove spanking, I punish my kids. But before I punish you, I will know the one that will get to your skin. The one that will really touch you. And you
Yeah.
can't, because this place I am, if you lay your hand, they said it's abuse. So we don't
Mm.
abuse, but we must discipline. The Bible
Now,
says,
Yeah.
discipline is part of parenting.
Yeah.
spare the rod and
Exactly.
spoil the child.
So when you come to that road stop, I think that was what we dealt with today. I have a lot to say. Maybe we'll come
So
back here for the discipline aspect of parenting,
yes,
because
so
some of us parents,
that rod might not really be spanking.
yes, because
Like
that is what some of us are seeing
no,
it at. Like here, if you
the
look
rod is
at
not spanking. Now see what I do. Like if you see my second child, if you take that stick to flog, he will just bring his body. You can hit me. Nothing is happening. So
after eating nothing.
he can even if you smack, he said, "Oh, that's so sweet." He doesn't get to his
Are
skin.
you serious?
I'm telling you. So you beating him is a waste of energy because he's not going to get
Time.
anything out of it. So what I
Yeah.
do is that I know he likes watching television, pressing his tablet. So because I know he has more, he's so interested in those things, and when you take it away from him, he will feel bad all through the day. When he offend me, I will just turn off my TV, take my remote, and put it inside my bag. I will take his tablets, Nintendo Switch, everything that has to do with electronics. I'll pack them in my
That's
bag and lock
powerful.
it and
That's
carry my
powerful.
bag. He will just go and sit in one place. Do you understand me?
That's
Now he
powerful
will
and
come and back and say,
strategic.
Mommy, I'm sorry. I will not say, no, you disobeying me. No television till this week. So you see that thing, he will never do it again. Or if I want
Again.
him to study something, I want him to learn that thing very well. I will shut down everywhere. When I shut down everywhere, he will learn that thing overnight. You will know how smart he is. He will cram
Of course.
everything on his head. But if you spank him, he will not. Now, you see my
That is
first
That's
it.
son.
wonderful.
You see my
That's
first son.
wonderful.
If you want to kill him, if you raise a spank, he will go on his knees
Yeah.
immediately. So that one doesn't want anything to touch his skin.
His
So if
skin.
you take all these electronics away from him, it doesn't pain him because he doesn't have time with it.
Yeah.
Mm.
So the only
Yeah.
thing that he's interested in is his skin. So if you take a spank, he will kneel, he will beg, he
That's
will
strategic.
swear. Do you understand me? Now, you see, my daughter, he can do anything, but when you raise your voice, if you raise your voice, don't do that next time. Do you understand me? You will see tears. So his weakness is don't scold me. So
Yeah,
scolding
yeah.
is a turn off for her.
That's
So you
fine.
have to know their discipline so
They
that
are
you don't
disciplined.
and know how to get them. Do you understand
Handle
me?
them.
Or you
Yes,
tell him, or you tell her
yes.
for doing this, you're not going on shopping because you like shopping. Take that thing they like doing that get their attention. Take them away
Powerful.
from it. That is
Powerful.
their
Remove it.
punishment.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Remove
America
it.
will
Exactly.
say,
That's powerful.
America will say, I will put you on a timeout. It calls timeout here. You put them on a timeout. When you put them on a timeout, they will stay there and think of what they have done and realize their mistakes. So
Mm.
it's
This is
not
very
it's not that you're
awesome.
going to flog them. Why did you do this? And the people on themselves is child abuse. Don't do
That's
that.
powerful.
Yeah,
It's child
that's very good.
abuse. So
All
Father,
right.
those
did
challenges
we answer
change.
your question?
Yes, of course.
Yeah,
I believe
yeah,
you have
yeah.
done
I love
justice to
that.
it. All
Part
right,
of
to
those
our
challenges
viewers out
is
there, this is Be Inspired. It's a Facebook Live program. It's a thought out by our princess out there, all the way from US. And we will be bringing you this program every Saturday by 3 p.m. Nigerian time. So whichever time it is, wherever you may be, join us as we will be inviting people from different areas of life. We will be talking about things as they affect us socially, morally, politically, culturally, whatever. We will
Whatever.
touch all aspects. So we want to be doing this to see how we can also play a part in sanitizing our society. And that is why we started this program, and that is why we're doing it. And also, not to us out here anyway. We can be most of us here will be sponsors. To people out there who are watching, we decided to be giving out token of urgent 2K, maybe to 3 or 4 as our spirit, as my spirit authority. I said, okay, we will give 10
Yeah.
today. 10 people. But on how they comment, on how they share, on how they participate. Now we have also a page, News Hub the Society. If you watch the page, also commented in this comment section. That is the main point there. When they are participating there, I mean, they might have a chance to have that urgent. It's just a side stuff, but the major thing is the program. We are bringing people. A lot of people have contacted. They want to talk. They want to talk. In fact, we have line up till
Can,
even September,
can I say
till the
can I
end of
say some
September. You
can I
know.
say something?
Yes,
You
go
see
ahead.
the man here you are seeing Pastor Achinike Obiwanne. Um I will be happy he's
Ah, he's a
going to
pastor.
be
Oh,
our
really?
he's gonna be the
We
next
never
the
gave him
next the
time to
next
say to
speaker.
talk about
Yes,
himself.
I spoke with him. He's a pastor of Assemblies of God, right?
Oh,
I'm correct because I know where
wow.
my father was. So he's going to be talking with us based on business orientation, right? You know,
Please, that
it's a
business
business
stuff.
business
I would like to be
mogul.
I would like to be part of that business. Let me learn from him.
So, seeing his face now, mark his face. So you can actually follow all the speakers here. Follow our able coach. Coach, thank you so much. You can follow me too. I'll follow you
Thank
back.
you. Yeah,
Follow
right away
everybody
I'm
here
following you.
so that we can change our society. And I believe this topic is
Yes.
not going to
Thank you
end
so
here.
much.
As I
I
parent,
love
Exactly,
this.
exactly.
parenting has a lot. Parenting has a lot of
It's
things. We just
so
touch the
broad.
basic.
It's so broad.
We've not even
Yes.
gone deep into how to parent
We've
your
not.
children to
Yes.
have a better society. So I think This program, we're
Exactly.
going to have it again. Coach, we would like you to
Yes.
come back again for this program.
No
And
problem. No
as we are
problem.
growing, we're going to have a lot of people. And I don't know if we have a qualifier for today's.
Gift,
Let me ask
right?
my master.
I
Do we
didn't
have
see
a
anybody. I
qualifier?
didn't see because we're just having fluctuation of what's it called,
Network.
participants here, and it's just us that are here. So, I mean, I
I
also,
think
you know,
there are people
what
that there are people that commented. I
no, no,
think
it's not even about commenting. One, you need to, this thing
okay,
is a 1 week thing. You follow the
okay,
programs as we do, you know, your activities over the week
okay.
qualifies those, it's just not that it is the primary whatever, you know, it's just
I
a token. Okay, use
okay.
go recharge card or go buy data, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
So last week, this provider of that money went back with the money. I don't want to mention name of female. I know. Now this week again, not
Yes.
my money. Oh, the person tell
We
me say the
cannot go back
program
like
ain't
that
go they
today.
give people urgent 2K, 3 people or 4 people or 10 people as a mind carry tutorial. But
It's
today
okay.
again, we didn't see anything from. I
That
mean, and we need to be active here, you know, to also encourage us to do more because we are scouting out. A lot of people have said they want to. After watching the last one, they say, they want to. But I mean, you need to look at who you bring up here to talk to us, you know,
Exactly.
so that people will also benefit. We don't just bring someone who will now
yes.
bring the program down as it is just starting and it will just end there. So
Yeah.
we don't want it. So I'm taking my time to scrutinize, you know, interview. Actually, some I would love to speak with you, interact with you before we say, okay, fine, you're going to speak on this and other. So we're getting people from not just, sorry, the other person was a doctor. He spoke from Nigeria. Favor, you're from Nigeria. You spoke from Nigeria. We have someone from Canada showed interest, and she will be speaking. She's a nurse, actually. You know, a lot of them. Is the other one from Australia. A white woman also. When she watched the program, she approached that
Okay.
she would be
So
talking. You
because
know,
a lot
so
of people, you know what happened that last Saturday was like my friends started calling me. Oh, I watched the program, but I see them on live. I watched the times. I said,
So
but I do
I
see. I
think
said, but I do see you guys.
exactly.
So
I
people,
think
I think it has to be
I
from your
think the
side.
next thing
no, I
the next thing we should be doing is to always
I'm
encourage them
seeing
to
it from my other
to
phone
share
here. See,
the
I'm watching it live also from here. I have another phone. I just logged in from here. So I don't know because you are here. You may not be seeing your. I don't know, but I'm seeing it here. I just saw it here, and I've been following it from my other phone, this other phone
Awesome.
here. So I don't know. Unless there are, well, I will. If there are, now you said you are my co-host. You're not a guest. The guests are the ones
I
down. So
said
I'm surprised you said you came in as a guest. So I don't know. And that is why I actually had to plan the program, put it ahead of time. And you saw it there.
Yes.
So I don't know. We'll still go back to it. I mean, we'll keep on fine tuning
Thank
until
you
we
so
get
much.
to where
I'm
we're
glad to
going
be
to.
here.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
Our
really glad to
pastor,
be here.
thank you very much
He will he
thank
will
you,
being
be
here
thank
and
speaking to
for
us,
sister.
and I will
your
be glad
question.
to I will be glad he speaks because he's a guy I trust so much. In fact, let me not only that he's a pastor, he's also my boy. When you're talking about the kids I grew, yes, of course, the ones
Yeah.
I mentored, he's one of them. And
Wow.
I am a
Okay.
proud mentor. When you tell me how are the people you are mentoring, I said, I tell you they're all great men and women. Some of them are
Okay.
married,
All
most
right.
of them are married,
He,
some of them
he,
are still
he,
single.
he has you. He has you there. So discuss with him. And you said you'll be talking about business and stuff. So discuss with him
Yes.
and come up with something. And then we see one of the weeks we can build him in to speak to us. All right, ladies and
Will do announcement.
gentlemen,
Thank you.
thank you all for being part of this program
Thank
today.
you,
I think
thank you, thank you,
we'll
thank
call
you.
it a day
Thank you, ladies
for
and
Yeah.
today.
gentlemen. Thank you.
Favor,
Thank
Yes,
you
do
thank you so
you have
much,
any
so
my
much.
closing remarks
co-host.
to what you just told us?
Okay, coming, we should remember
Thank
that
Go ahead
parenting
now.
is a ministry and you cannot outsource parenting. So that thing you want to see tomorrow, start now. It's like sowing seed. And the seed you sow today, you're not harvesting it today. So what you want to see 20 years, 25 years, start now to sow it, keep watering it, keep pruning it. There are activities. That is the journey so far. And with God by our side, we will get to the end. Thank you so much.
Yeah. All
You're
right. Thank
welcome.
you very much. Thank you for being here today with us.
Thank you.
All right, Princess. Like I said,
Okay,
I
thank you
told our
so much.
people.
I
Yeah.
will
So
stop my
that's it.
phone.
Yes. All right.
Bye.
Yeah. Bye, bye, Princess.